Well, I would say it's the extreme flexibility of the product. Even on version 6, we started out in version 6, but now 7.5, the new version, is already out.
Okay.
But from the start, it allowed us to be fully integrated with Microsoft technological stack, and it allowed us to, in terms of integration, like we had to do with services from the financial and the HR backends. It allows us to be extremely flexible and to adopt a very rapid approach of development.
Okay.
So in terms of service development, in terms of technology, it was easy to learn the PNMsoft. It was easy to train very junior people using the product, and it was relatively easy to develop the processes. The development is very accessible. It all depends on the complexity of the business requirements to implement process. Technological wise, it's a very flexible and potent tool.
Okay.
Well, it was a great experience because PNMsoft got very involved from the start. Even on when we were demoing the product, and there was no guarantee that the PNMsoft sequence would be selected. Everybody got involved from the start. So when we started the project with PNMsoft, we quickly became aware that we had access to the whole company. Basically, the whole company was involved in the project, and we had access even to the product group. From even the CEO, the account manager, the product group got very interested and very involved and very active on making sure the project had success. Okay. So I would say that was the greatest experience, because the PNMsoft really made us feel like the project was also theirs. So they were very involved. That was one of the things that led to the success of the project. Well, I would say that the first one is cost. Cost, in the current context of the state affairs, it's a very important reason. So it saved us a lot of money had we gone for a SAP only approach. The cost, even with the cost of licensing and the overhead of implementing a new process, it is much cheaper to manage, and the total cost of the solution using PNMsoft sequence. It allows to save costs in both licensing, and people don't require to be SAP specialized to work with the solutions. So with a very low effort and a very low degree of training, people are able to work with the processes. And as far as development is concerned, it also is a lot cheaper because it requires cheaper infrastructure to run, and it requires cheaper developers to implement when comparing to, for example, SAP technology. So it was a big savings from the initial format of the project.
Okay.
The second is, I would say, standardization. Through the deployment of standardized processes, the Portuguese state is now able to, for the first time, is now able to measure and understand how things get done on the real world. Now we are able to measure who did what, when did it approve, why did it approve. We are able to have a
so
full
traceability.
Yes, traceability and transparency for the first time.
Okay.
And that is, I would say, the major two reasons that we have now for adopting this transparency and a massive reduction in cost.